Hello guys and welcome back to ALX Specialist Cars, where we review performance cars like this. We've just got our hands on a Toyota Yaris GR Circuit Pack, and in today's video we're going to be exploring the drive of this car, the exterior, the interior, and what all the hype is actually about. My name is Will, you're watching ALX Specialist Cars, and this is the GR Circuit Pack. So this really will be the first time I've driven one of these cars. So far I'm pretty impressed. The build quality seems very solid. I've driven the car just a short distance to here, and the main thing I've noticed is the gearbox is so mechanical and precise. That's how I'd describe it. Of course, these cars are a push button to start. Just over 250 brake horsepower delivered to all four wheels. Selectable driving modes. Obviously when you start it, it starts up in normal. You've got sport and you've got track. Now the circuit pack, I feel, is probably one of the highlights of this car. So forged alloy wheels, fine, very nice. It's also got a limited slip differential and even revised suspension. So I'm quite excited to really sort of see how this thing drives. And from what I've heard, all I've heard so far is good things. Everyone I've spoke to that's either had or driven one of these has all said what a brilliant all-round car and a rewarding drive it is. And I feel that's probably the thing with this car. It's a rewarding drive. It's light, it's meant to be nimble, and of course it's four-wheel drive in such a small car, and the rally inspired look absolutely incredible, I think. So nonetheless, normal driving mode, I mean, it's probably so far what I was expecting. It's pretty comfy. I mean, the noise I'm getting, road noise, you do get a decent amount of road noise, I would say, as you'd expect from a sports car like this. The other thing the circuit pack gives you is Michelin Pilot Sports, so the car's got Michelin Pilot Sports all round. Interior is also a really nice place to be. I mean, the screen is actually very easy to use as well. If I'm honest, I wasn't all too familiar with Toyota's sort of infotainment system, but it's all fairly straightforward and what you'd expect. Toyota have also retained a lot of the buttons on the actual infotainment screen as well, so it's not one of those sort of modern cars you get in and you're struggling to find how to turn your air conditioning down. It's something as daft as that. I mean, it's all still buttons, and then you've got the screen in the middle as well. So that is personally how I like a car to be, and I feel a car like this that's sort of focused around the driver. A point often overlooked is how easy things are to use, because while you're driving you don't want to be faffing about cycling through a screen, and the Yaris, you don't need to do that. The only thing I have noticed that's been bigging up a bit, which is annoying, is the lane assist, but thankfully you can actually turn that off if you don't like it with the push of a button, because sometimes when you're on back roads that don't actually have a centre line in the middle of the road, it can pick up lines that aren't there. That's the case with all cars and all the lane assist systems. If I'm honest, I've experienced it in a lot of the cars I've driven, but they've probably thought of that and knew people didn't really like it. So you've got a button on the steering wheel which you can switch it off with. So switch the car from sport mode. I mean, track will probably save that for a track. I'm not going to use that on the public roads. But we're on just a back road at the moment, and so far it really does feel sort of light and nimble and just agile, I would describe it as. I mean, you can push it along on a corner. You feel very confident in its ability. I certainly don't feel like you're going too fast around the corner. It just seems to eat the corners up very well. You get quite a lot of feedback through the exhaust, which I like, and the other thing which I'm noticing is you also get the turbo. You can hear the turbo sort of spooling up, which is quite cool. What do I think? Well, as a first impression, I think it's an absolutely fantastic, just unique kind of car. It is of course a hot hatch, but I feel it's quite different from the others on the market. The Toyota GR is also a car that you don't see all too often out on the road. which I always like. It just makes you feel like driving something that little bit more special. I think from the exterior it looks super cool with the touches of carbon fibre, forged carbon fibre, the gloss black and the pearlescent paintwork. But as I think to drive, I feel it's very agile, extremely agile, which obviously I expected it to be, and quick. I think it's quickest at its lower revs in the gears. It seems the turbo really kicks in when you sort of just change gear, you put your foot down, that's when you seem to get the burst of power almost. But the power delivery is smooth throughout all the gears, and it does make a very engaging drive. This car, by the way, is indeed for sale, so if you've driven a GR and you're looking to buy one, or you've never driven one and you'd like to come view and buy one, then please do let me know. My name is Will. I'll be more than happy to help. Obviously this was my opinion on the car, you may have your own opinion, but any questions are certainly welcome. Guys, that was Will from ALX Specials Cars. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next car, which I'm sure will be just as exciting as this one.